him over. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
64, weak.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Topper! Get it!
They run again with Ajayi. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So after the run by Jay Ajayi, here's 1st and 10.
High 7.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Yo, Jackrabbit, come on. Big ripper.
They run it with Balaj. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Here we go, set. 30 base.
Check. Watch 54.
Hey, Haywood.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
3 buzz.
Now.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
61, matchbox light.
Check, crunch. Quick down.
5.
Now Jones. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
I'm coming after you.
Load it.
Check. Lucky.
Here's a run with Balaj. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Sanders on for the extra point. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
team spelled a alpha. Get ready.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for two up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for two late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. That could also result in a melee later, though. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Darnold now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. He was the leading receiver for the Jets a season ago. Robbie Anderson, 50 catches, over 750 yards, and getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You figure that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The Jets on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Darnold looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Getting set to go again on offense, here's Devontae Parker now. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good, and I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of that.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll run again with Pirine. And an alley to run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
I got you. I got you.
Get it.
Here's Jones throwing on first down to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Ballage there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
And the Jets set to take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Let's get off the field.
Darnold. Anunwa's got it, complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
And let's pin the mirrors back in.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job. Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league. Fielded at the 20. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll start with a give here to Ballage. It's a big play there for Miami. 54 yards on the ground. Big run here in the fourth as they continue to wear down this defense. And that's when the offensive line coach